Every single day, animals are looking at us, like really looking. The cat sitting on your chest right now, the dog by the door, the crow on the wire outside your window. They're all running some kind of internal process, trying to figure out what you are. Not whether they like you, not whether you're a threat, but what category to put you in, what kind of thing you are. And the answers different animals have landed on are so wildly different from each other that it tells you more about animal intelligence than almost any experiment ever could. Because the question was never whether animals think. The question is, when they look at us, what exactly do they see? Cats have an answer, and the answer is going to bruise your ego a little. Cats think you're a cat, not a person, not some higher being, a cat. A weird, enormous, nearly hairless cat who is surprisingly good at opening things, but absolutely terrible at everything else. The way a cat approaches you, the slow blink, the tail held straight up, the head rub against your leg, that's all cat-to-cat social behavior. They don't do any of that with dogs. They don't do it with birds. They reserve that entire social vocabulary specifically for other cats and for us. Which means somewhere in that small, judgmental brain, they ran a classification process, looked at you, and went, okay, big cat, unusual subspecies, low hunting ability, reliable food source. Filed. You are not their pawner in their mind. You are essentially a roommate who they've decided is one of them, despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary. Dogs have arrived somewhere completely different, and honestly, somewhere much more flattering. Dogs don't think you're a dog. They know you're not a dog. What dogs appear to have figured out is that you are a specific kind of being, one with a mind that can be aware or unaware, paying attention or distracted, generous or withholding. Dogs know when you can see them and when you can't. They know when you're in a good mood versus a bad one. They have built an actual working model of how your mind operates, and they use it constantly. In the dog's internal filing system, you are not an animal. You're something more like a powerful social agent, someone who has resources, who has intentions, who can be communicated with, and who responds to signals. That's a remarkably sophisticated category. The dog didn't just file you somewhere convenient. It built an entirely new folder just for you. Birds, specifically crows and ravens, have done something that should honestly make you slightly paranoid. They've categorized you as an individual, not as a human, not as a type of creature, as you, specifically, with your face and your history and your particular track record with them. Crows remember individual human faces across years. They tell other crows about specific people. You, to a crow, are not a member of a species. You are a character in an ongoing social story they are keeping track of. The category they've placed you in is the same category they place other crows in, a being with a persistent identity who can be trusted or not trusted based on personal history. That's not how most animals see us. Most animals see a human and think, human. The crow sees you and thinks, you. If you've ever been rude to a crow, I'm genuinely sorry to tell you this, but that information is stored somewhere and it has been shared. Goats have a different take entirely, and it's one that's both funny and kind of profound. Goats have decided that humans are a special kind of tool that thinks. When a goat encounters a problem it can't solve, something stuck, something sealed, something out of reach, it turns and looks directly at a nearby human, not at another goat, not at the general environment, at a human face specifically, checking whether you're paying attention. They have figured out that we are uniquely capable of intervening in the world in ways other animals can't, and they have categorized us accordingly. We are, to a goat, something like a smart object with agency, something you recruit when the problem is beyond what hooves can handle. It is genuinely humbling to be classified as a helpful appliance by an animal most people write off as stupid. Cows seem to have landed in a place of genuine confusion, and honestly, who can blame them? They track individual humans, they remember whether you were calm or rough with them, they update their behavior accordingly. But the category they seem to be trying to build for us never quite stabilizes, because we're inconsistent in a way nothing else in their world is. A predator is scary but predictable. Another cow is complicated but readable. But humans show up in different forms, behave differently on different days, sometimes feed and sometimes frighten, carry mysterious objects, appear without warning. Cows seem to be perpetually mid-classification with us. They've opened a folder, they're putting things in it, and they're still not sure what to label it. Wild animals, especially the big ones, have landed somewhere that might be the most interesting answer of all. Elephants, wolves, great apes, they don't put us in the predator category because we don't behave like predators. We don't stalk or chase. We appear at strange distances. We carry things that kill without contact. We move in groups that don't follow any pattern they can predict. What researchers who spend time with wild animals consistently describe is that these animals treat humans as something genuinely outside all existing categories. Something that required building a new mental folder from scratch. Not prey, not predator, not competitor, something else. Something powerful and unpredictable enough to warrant its own dedicated slot in their understanding of the world. And that, when you pull it all together, is what animals think we are. Not a species, not a threat or an ally exactly, but a genuinely novel kind of entity that doesn't fit anything evolution prepared them to recognize. The cat bent the rules and called us a cat. The dog built a new category and put us in it alone. The crow gave us individual identities. The goat made us into a thinking tool. And the elephant looked at us and essentially concluded that whatever this is, nothing in the history of this planet prepared me for it. Which, when you think about it, is the most honest review of humanity anyone has ever given.